Hey everybody, Michelle with Michelle's Frugal Living here. Thanks for watching my videos. And yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys about food that I eat again, because one of the most popular questions that I get when I'm talking to people about the fact that I'm doing keto is, what is it that you eat? That's what I ask in the beginning too. It's like, what am I going to eat? Because, I had grown really accustomed to grabbing pre-made food and everything for breakfast, especially, and whatever. So let me just say, I don't eat breakfast. But when I first started and I still felt like I needed to eat breakfast, I was frying eggs in bacon fat. That I made some bacon and saved the bacon fat, and it's fine sitting out on your counter. My grandma did that forever. I've done it. My mom did it. You can keep the bacon fat. And you can make salad dressing with the bacon fat too if you want to. Yeah, so I was eating eggs for breakfast and bacon and some cheese. But now that I don't do that, so like my meals comprise of lunch, usually around 1 o'clock, and then dinner at between 6 and 9. I try not to eat after 9 o'clock. And so I have this large area that I'm not eating, that I'm kind of on a fast. And I think that really helps. And on top of it, I'm really not that hungry. Yesterday I got hungrier earlier than 1 o'clock, so about a quarter, I was putting myself off. I was trying to wait till 1. So about a quarter to 1, I decided to eat yesterday. It just was what it was. I just, for some reason, was hungrier. So, but if you can eat on any kind of schedule that you want, it's probably best to eat whenever you're hungry. When you get to that point where you feel like you can wait. And I think it's good to let your body get hungry, and I take it when you cut out a meal, it's not like cutting down calories. It's not like you're depriving yourself of food. It's like, okay, I have 2 meals a day. Maybe I need to eat more during those 2 meals, right? To maintain my calories, because I'm not trying to starve myself. I'm trying to lose weight by burning off the fat that I have on my body, and get healthy, right? Okay, and eat better foods. So I wanted to show you some meals that I had this past week, and I show what I typically eat for lunch, and literally this is the type of stuff. I mean, the actual foods may vary just a little bit, but I've started, like, on this thing, I realized I'm eating vegetables and stuff that are raw during lunch. Not meat. I don't eat raw meat, but I always have protein with a meal. And so like my vegetables will be raw for my lunch, and then dinner I have cooked vegetables. I think it's easier to eat more vegetables if they're cooked. And and I just typically stir fry. So just about every night, we'll have some type of protein. I made a pulled pork in my Instant Pot. We had that for a week. I made a meatloaf this last week. I didn't get that filmed when we ate that, but we had that a couple of nights. But I'll make some stir-fry vegetables with it. And my man's good with eating that. But his lunch, I show that in one of the clips, is a little bit different because he's not wanting to do keto, but I've kind of been forcing him into eating better, because he can make whatever he wants. He can go to the store and buy what he wants, but he's lazy if someone's doing it for him, right? So anyways, he's actually losing weight too. It's just what's happening to him because he's not eating the junk like he was. So I just need to get him off of Pop-Tarts and Lance crackers. Yeah, and the soda, right? So anyways, oh, and another thing, if I have dessert, if I have some sweets, like I had ice cream twice last week, but I make sure I eat that ice cream shortly after I eat my meal. That way I'm like eating, like when I eat, I don't want to eat like more than say 30, 60 minutes of time. and just twice a day, and that's it. No snacking. So, yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'll show you these clips. Thanks for watching. All right, so tonight for dinner, I'm having some grilled chicken. That was Tyson's ready cooked or whatever, but you know, whatever I had in the freezer. Stir-fried vegetables, so I just chopped them up and stir-fried them with some olive oil. I got like zucchini and onions and broccoli and asparagus and I guess a little bit of carrot. I just pulled out whatever I had in the fridge, threw it in there. Cut up a pear, yep. And a tomato out of my garden, so I'm going to eat that. And then since I was making some salads for this week, this one's actually for my man to take to lunch tomorrow. So I got these little to-go containers. You can find them. Actually, for salad, I find them a little bit small, but they are a good size to take. So I put a salad in here. Lettuce, whatever, you know, it's got broccoli and it got some kale in there and carrots and stuff. And then a couple of tomatoes. I gave him some blueberries and some blackberries that I picked the other day, and there's some cherries in there so he can have some sweet in that. And then I cut up one of the Tyson chicken breast and stuck it in there so he can take that to lunch. Okay, for lunch today, I'm going to have some tuna salad I made, and it's canned tuna. I used some mayo with avocado oil, and there's a couple of eggs mixed in there. I chopped up some celery, and also a dill pickle, and an onion. Yeah, and I used like, you know, like, it's a little hand-operated food processor like thing, so it ground it up really small. But anyways, I put some pink Himalayan sea salt in it and some celery seed. Anyways, made tuna, and so I'm having mine on lettuce instead of bread, and I'm having a couple of slices of Swiss cheese and a couple of these tomatoes. So, and when I was boiling eggs to put in the tuna salad, I went ahead and boiled a whole bunch so I can have one with my lunch. Okay, so I thought I'd show you what I typically eat for lunch. I take my lunch to work with me. I like to sit in my car. I'm in my car right now. I like to sit outside for lunch. Gets me some sunshine. I've been doing that for a long time, and I think it makes me feel better too, like getting away from work and not having people come and interrupt my lunch and stuff like that. So that's part of my whole get healthy thing too. Fresh air and whatever. Okay. Some days when it's really hot or if it's extremely cold, I don't sit out in the car. And that's it. Otherwise, I'm outside on my lunch break. So I have these little meal prep containers. You can find them online. I got them at a discount store, and it was, you know, for next to nothing. So that's why I'm using them. I think this salad section is a little bit small for me, but you know, I deal with it. Right? I don't feel like I'm depriving myself of anything because of this is how much food I eat. So I always make a salad in here, and I have some store-bought vinaigrette dressing on it, but I wouldn't have a problem making my own. I just happen to have some store-bought right now. And then just what I have now, I've got this little sweet pepper, I've got some tomatoes, and then I've got a carrot and a little piece of cauliflower, some onions, and a cucumber that I fermented. So I try to add a little bit of my ferment to my meals if I can, and everything. And I have some kind of fruit. I've got blueberries today, and my new thing is to try and have an egg with my lunch every day. Good fat and some protein there. So I have boiled egg, and then I try to have some cheese of some type. So I happen to get a deal at a discount store on some individually wrapped cheese, and that's why I have this. Otherwise, I just buy a block of cheese and I just cut off some and stick it in here with my lunch. And then so I like to have some kind of meat. You know, usually it's chicken. I've got quite a bit of Tyson chicken tenders that I got with my couponing. deals that way, that are frozen. So we have a refrigerator at work, and I can keep a bag of it at work, and so I'll just heat it up in the microwave. But once I use that up, I'm going to cut that out as what I eat. But I'll make, like, if I make chicken or some pork or something for dinner, whatever it was that I made, I'll add it to my lunch. You know, I'll make extra so that I have it for my lunch. One thing I've decided, I want to try and add some more avocado. I eat avocados maybe one a week, if that. So I'm going to try and incorporate them in my lunch a little bit more. And then maybe have like some tuna. Sometimes I'll have fish with this. It depends on what I make. But like canned tuna, I'm okay eating canned tuna. So, but today I found that I still had this bison jerky. So I decided I'd eat that today with my lunch. So that's my bigger protein for today. But yeah, typically that's what I do for lunch.